And you're back on Fame Games, and this is the Track of the Month Showcase. The Fame Games panel had taken a break from regular programming for a few episodes, and we thought we'd give you an inside look into our Track of the Month winners. Before the break, you heard Durham Forces with their winning song, Tonight. And now, we're down to our final artist. Oliver Pigott. He won Track of the Month in episode 173 to 176 with the folk track Our Generation. His music is known for its upbeat feel, good jams to haunting ballads, all linked with memorable melodies and powerful lyrics. He's toured North America and the UK. His latest claim to fame was taking part on Canadian Idol. And here comes Oliver Pigott.
That's what you've done to the world that you run, to the things that you choose not to see. On the fateful day that you all step down and we take your places, then the love you lost will be finally found in a billion faces. Our generation leaves no warning. Our generation lives to win. If you keep your eyes on us, close watch upon us, you will see that we know what to do. From single to double, up out of the rough.
Well, I'm very pleased to welcome Oliver Pigott onto the Track of the Month show. Our Generation was Track of the Month a couple of months ago. Oliver, welcome to the show.
Thanks, man. Good to be on the show.
It sounds like it's hard to get hold of you, you know. It says here you either reside in London, UK, or Toronto, Canada. Where are you today?
Well, I'm actually in Toronto right now, but I've been in London for years now. I've only sort of just been back. But, you know, I was born and raised partly in Canada, so...
Now, according to your bio that we've got here, you first started in music around the age of 12. Is that correct?
That's right, man. It might have been even a bit younger, but that's true.
And apparently it was something you picked up from your father because he was a harmonica player?
He was, yeah. He used to do the, my hometown's Toronto. He used to do the circuit around here. He was a blues harmonica player, and he used to play with a lot of his friends. It was a very, very much a blues circle, and they did the circuit here a lot. So I inherited all his old harmonicas when he passed away.
We're gonna talk a little bit more about your family in general because your brother is a musician and a singer as well. I mean, how big is your family? Is it just the two of you, or are there some more?
It was actually myself, Sebastian. We've got a sister, and my mother's. They're actually all in town right now, so it's the four of us.
So do you actually come from a musical family? Is everyone musical?
Well, actually, my brother and I very much are. We're all writers. It goes back a little bit. My cousin actually wrote Hotel Rwanda, so, our family's we're very much writers, so we all do that. I kind of translated it a little more into music. My brother's actually more of an actor than he is a musician, but he's a great musician in his own right as well, so, we do have a history of music.
Now, I've got in my notes that you spent some time in the Algarve in Portugal with a band called Laughing Sam's Dice.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about that time.
Sure, right. My brother and sister and my mom and I, we moved there shortly after my dad passed away, and Sebastian and I started up a band we called it Laughing Sam's Dice. It's from a Jimi Hendrix song. We used to open for a band called the Pink Cadillacs, and they did a lot of oldies music, covers and stuff. We bought their instruments and opened for them, and we got our chops doing that a little bit, and then when we came back to Toronto for high school, we expanded the band to 5 members, and we did the circuit here. To national television a bunch.
And how old were you at this time, Oliver?
I was about 12. My brother would have been 10, so it started around that time.
So you were actually gigging at that age?
Yeah, we were.
Living on the corner, rich and loaded, all out on that boulevard and kiss those dollar bills. I don't have to warn you that I'm sugar-coated. We're sticking around and we'll paint the town with a baby blue. I'm addicted to this pill.
Now we're going to go on to some success that you've already had, and hopefully a lot more in the future, Oliver. But how do you feel that Fame Games has helped you along the way?
Oh, you guys have been great. It's actually expanded my fan base quite a bit. I've noticed the hits going up on my MySpace. I've been selling some records. You know, I owe a lot of that to you guys, and I really appreciate the exposure. It's a great opportunity for indie artists in general, I think, and it seems to be gaining a lot of momentum.
Now, in general, our reviewers have been very kind to you, and rightly so. But how do you respond if somebody reviews you in a negative manner? Do you sort of build on that, or do you get upset?
I take it as it comes, you know. I never get upset with that stuff because you're never going to have everybody on side with you. And a lot of what people say, you know, even when it's negative, holds water. And I like to try and take it into account and see how I can work with what they're saying and see if I can apply that to my music and if I can change anything, you know, because you can always get better.
Right, okay. Now, let's move on, Oliver, to your track of the month, Our Generation.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit more of how that came about.
Well, you know, there was a lot of stuff. I'm quite a political guy, and there was a lot of stuff going on that, you know, obviously we were all aware of. You know, I'm a big fan of a lot of 60s music, and I love what was happening at the time. You know, there's a real groundswell of grassroots protest happening and general consensus among young people, and it was something that I've been wanting to see in my own generation, and I have seen to some extent. You know, I think it's going to build, and it's always through music that this stuff happens. It was a dream that I had, and something I was hoping we'd experience in our lifetime. So I was writing from that viewpoint.
And Oliver, is it one of your favourites? Do you consider Our Generation to be one of your best songs?
Yeah, I do. I think it's. I would almost call it a signature song. It's right up there with some of my. There's some I've written a little more recently that I think might apply a little more to where I am now, because I wrote that a few years ago. But I still, you know, almost every show that I do, I play that song, and it still means a lot to me. So it's definitely one of the top songs.
Now, on to a lighter note. You know all the girls woo after you when they see your picture here at Fame Games.
Oh, is that right?
Because apparently you're quite a tall chap. You're, what, 6'2" or so?
Yeah, 6'2", yeah. I've lost the hair now, but, well, I've got it.
Well, that's what I was coming on to now, Oliver, because one of the girls here at the studio said, you know, ask him why he got rid of the afro. The
general consensus with women is that they like it short. So I don't know what to think anymore, you know. I'm a bit at a crossroads.
You can never make a woman out, that's for sure, Oliver.
No, I can't make head nor tail of them.
1 minute long hair, 1 minute short hair.
My mother would agree with them. She wants me to go on back, so maybe I'll just cave in.
Now, obviously, you've been an indie artist for many years now, but you've had quite a lot of success. In 2002, you signed a deal with BMG Music Publishing.
That's right, yeah.
How did that go? Is it still going, by the way?
No, I'm actually no longer with BMG, but they were quite good to me. I went out, you know, with their help and assistance to LA to do a record. I did ended up doing a 5-song CD. So it was a really good experience. But you know, I'm indie songwriter now, independent, free agent, and so that's great as well.
A lot of indies are almost reluctant to join a record label in case they change really what they're all about. Do you feel that now?
As far as majors go?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm a bit worried of the majors. There's still good ones around. I think some indie artists have a perception of you know, executives and labels as being monsters or people that don't know anything about music. When in fact there's a lot of them who, you know, have a history of music. They were in bands themselves. It's true right across the board. You'll see it with entertainment lawyers as well.